Hello, YouTube. Sorry. Hello. It is. It's not even that late. It's not incredibly late. But it is 11:47. I am so tired because it's just been such a tiring weekend. It's been a super tiring weekend. Uh, this weekend. So it is Sunday night, which means it is tomorrow. It is Monday tomorrow. I'm just super tired. I worked both days. I didn't work too much. It wasn't the longest shifts. On Saturday, it was 1 to 5:30, which was a very short shift. But right after, I went to Tijuana for dinner, and it was just tiring. And then today, I worked a little longer from 3 to 10. I wasn't out until like 3. Until like 10. Sorry, my brain is so out of it, bro. I wasn't out until like 10 maybe. And I'm just super tired right now, and I really want to go to sleep. But we're working on something very important, which is for the movie. It's for the movie, and yeah, I'm working on the shit. I don't know, bro. I'm so tired. I'm just so out of it. I'm gonna try to get out of school tomorrow. I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna say, to make it more realistic, I'm not gonna be able to wake up and be like, what? I got a message. My class is canceled. No, it's not gonna work. But the closest thing I can do is wake up, get ready for school. Once I get there to school, wait a minute, and call my mom and be like, oh, like my class is canceled. It's posted on the door. Like there's a page on the door. Because that's happened before with this teacher that I don't even got the class anymore with this teacher. If you know, you know. If you've seen other videos, you know. But I don't have that first class at all anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna be like, whoa, they fucking canceled my class. Can you just come pick me up? And then she'll already be in the area, so she'll come get me, you know? So it'll work out just fine. But just like, of course, I am gonna have to get ready, you know, fake ready. Just enough for her to believe that. Because technically, no, technically I don't have that first class. Like, technically, that would be closer to the truth than me saying that I had that class. Because I don't have that class. Because I got fucking dropped. That's just so annoying. And the big thing is coming up. What I really want, what I joined the class for, which is the planetarium. I'm gonna go to a planetarium. Maybe I might never ever be able to go to a planetarium at my school. That's what I wanted to join the class for. That's literally what I joined for, to go to a planetarium. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna do that on our last fucking day of school. Whatever, bro. I'm just painting for the film that I've been talking about, working on, you know. Sorry, that's kind of weird. It's like I was trying to eat it. Let me see if I could actually find. I've been painting this wood and not been painting it very well. Like, this is not very good, but all of this is not really shown in the film, but these wooden panels I'm painting right now actually are shown. So if I could do this one a little bit better at least, then that'd be pretty good, you know. Painting wood texture. Just gotta do wood grain. Oh my god. Like, you gotta make a liner or something. I don't know. The colors I was using, which were consistent this whole morning, are dried up because I had work, you know. It was a tiring day at work. It's just been a tiring weekend. Like, I literally cannot even imagine going to school tomorrow, taking the bus, not being back until like 4, and trying to stay awake, dude. I'm just gonna really hope that I could. I really wish I could just stay home, like in the first place, but no, I'm gonna have to do a whole little ploy and be like, "Oh, they canceled it." But you know what? If it's the best, if it's what I gotta do, then so be it. So freaking be it. Anyways, talk a little bit about Sophia. Let's talk a little bit about my day. First of all, I had a pretty good day today. Today's Mother's Day, and so woke up pretty early, 8:30. Really forced myself to wake up. So yesterday, which I'm talking about Saturday, I did wake up pretty early because my dad got Jack in the Box breakfast. That shit's really good. So he woke me up like Alexi's like there's breakfast, you know. And it was a little hard for me to get out of bed initially, but it was like it clicked in my mind like, bro, there's literally Jack in the Box breakfast waiting for me. So yeah, so I did get up at around, let's say also 8:30, maybe closer to 9. I don't know. Yesterday, um but what? But yeah, so this morning I did wake up myself at 8:30 with my alarm, and as much and as badly as I wanted to go back to sleep, I like told myself, I'm like, fuck, like wake up and get out of bed, and I did it. I got out of bed, and it was pretty nice. I'm really glad I did because I had a nice breakfast with my whole family. I would have had that breakfast either way, you know, like I would have been woken up, but apart from that, like I was able to like, you know, jumpstart my day, and I started working on this kind of basically first thing in the morning, really. Well, no, yeah, it was before that. So first thing in the morning, I started working on this after obviously I left my room and everything. You know, say hi and be with my family for a bit. Sorry, I'm just constructing it so I could uh, show it. So here's the iPod. This shot needs a little TV. And I had the Master Genius panel. Like, bro, like I could literally just use my iPod, and it's like a little screen, but I need to obviously cover it, you know. So I made this little shelf. It's a whole thing right now. It's still obviously I'm working on it literally right now, so I don't have to say it's a work in progress, but it is. And let me just construct all its parts to show the whole thing. It's gonna be better if I just show the camera. There it is. This is gonna be covered, which I'm literally doing those right now. So yeah, these two doors are gonna be right here. Oh my god, this is really hard. I'm sorry. Right here is gonna be playing whatever. Some books to kind of decorate. Really gotta finish it, and I'm super happy with how it's turning out. Though the whole structure of it's pretty cool to see. But you know, I'm excited to do the actual TV portion, and by that I mean like the silver bezel around the iPod screen, and yeah. So, but yeah, this morning started on this, and then my mom was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Vaughn's right now, and you're gonna drive." So me and my sister and then my little brother Ika went to Vaughn's, and I was driving, and it was just really nice because, you know, I'm at that stage of driving where I'm just driving. It's never anymore a learning thing. It's not, there's no learning curve. I'm just driving, right? So yeah, drove us to Vaughn's, felt pretty nice. It was fun there. I didn't get a Starbucks, but my sister bought from Starbucks, and then me and Ika shared one. You know what? The wood texture is a little bit better here. It's not really wood texture, but it's textured. At least it has more, a little bit more to it. You know. Gotta do it to this one right here. I kind of feel like this one has the wrong. No, it's fine. Kind of don't like the size. I feel like maybe I cut a little bit, but no. I mean, once it's all good together, it's really gonna, you know, work out or whatever. So yeah, so did that, and then we had at Vaughn's, yeah, at Vaughn's, there's like bagels and stuff like that. So I that morning I was gonna make myself a breakfast sandwich already, because there's a croissant, right, like a really good croissant. I'm not gonna say cheap shit, but like it's like from a bakery, you know. So like this was like its own, like cooked by itself, you know, and it had been there the night before, and I saw it the night before, which was Friday night, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna fucking eat that. No, that doesn't make sense. Not Friday night, Saturday night, which was last night. So I'm like, yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna make a banana. Sorry, that's kind of weird. I forgot to deconstruct right here. I just left it. Didn't get any paints? No. told myself like, ooh, tomorrow. Oh my god, it's a mess. I'm sorry. I need to stop. I'm thirsty. Oh, water's so good. Then, so I told my mom that this morning. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this croissant when she saw it. And then I think we also just didn't have eggs. Like we had 4 eggs total, so no one, like everyone's already awake. It's Mother's Day. Like there's gotta be a breakfast. Most days if it's like, even if everyone's awake, you know, like people just make their own breakfast. Not people, all of us make our own breakfast. But because everyone's already awake and it's a special day, like a holiday, like yeah, like we're gonna eat breakfast together. Uh, but we just didn't have what we would need to for that. 4 eggs. That's it. Um, so yeah, we went to Vaughn's. Sorry, my mind is just not like, bro. We went to Vaughn's. I said that already. Came back, worked on this a little bit more. Ate breakfast. It was really good. I got a everything bagel from Vaughn's, and I really liked the taste. And sorry, let me just create. I'm liking a little bit more the what textures I'm doing right now than what I did for the rest, just because I'm adding more, like, instead of clear lines, just kind of like, whatever, and it creates more again, texture. Sorry, this is like the world's most boring video, but I just needed to talk to kind of get myself through, because no, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video right now too. But then I worked. I didn't get to go to like the kind of Mother's Day gathering that there was. And I was gonna, at first I was originally gonna go for a little bit and then go to work, but they called me in to go earlier to work, so I did that, and I was fine with it because I need that money right now. And so I was supposed to go in at 5:15, and so I went at 3. The shift was, it's just a normal shift. It wasn't any worse or better today. It's Mother's Day, so I was a little bit busy, but at the same time I was also cashier, but that meant that I was in front, which takes a long time for me. Because it's a lot. It's the whole dining room, and like, I don't know, and all of that, and there's a lot of bread, and just freaking, it's very tiring for me. And also because that one, you're moving a lot, like you're moving throughout the whole dining area, and that's just not a lot of movement by itself, but you're going a lot of back and forth from all these places, cleaning everything, and then when you're sweeping, it's just like that. It's the most physically demanding thing to close, in my opinion. So it was hard, and took a long time, and yes, I got off late. Anyways, that's the day. Kind of boring. It made it seem like it was good, but it was a good day. It was a good day, but there's not much to separate it. It was just like, yeah, that morning and then work. That's it. Talked to Sophia a little bit more today, which I'm really happy about. Well, not any more than yesterday. I don't know what it is, but we talked, and it just felt really genuine, and it's just super cute. Like a lot what she reminds me of. I don't know how to say it, but she. I don't want to sound narcissistic because I have a crush on her, so I'm not gonna say like, oh, she reminds me so much of me, But there are a bunch of things that she really does remind me of, because I struggle to find anyone that has these kind of same wants as me, like really weird. Not weird. That makes it sound like I'm a fucking freak. I don't know why I did that. But like she was telling me just like really close, like 2 hours ago, right? About how badly she wanted a PDA, right? And I thought, like, I always think PDA means public display of affection because of The Office. But no, she was like a personal digital assistant, and then she sent me a picture. And it's so cute because like I always wanted like what she was talking about. I didn't have a name for it, but I felt weird because no, I don't know anyone, like my brothers, no one that kind of likes those things, and it's in a couple different things. Like we both have our little e-ink thingies, and we like our she had a Kindle for years, but now she has a Kobo, and it was like the Kobo Libra Color 7, which I wanted. Like at different points, all these things that she ends up telling me about are things where I'm like, wow, like Yeah, those are also cool. Like I always wanted one. The PDA thing, I always wanted one. The the e-ink, before I even told her about it, she had her Kindle. I'm like, whoa, I always wanted one. And I didn't have one until more recently. But it's super cute just because, like, you think two people are different. Oh no, I always thought that we were similar, right? But I gotta pull myself down, and I'm like, of course I'm gonna think that I like her. Of course I'm gonna tell myself anything like, oh yeah, we're so perfect for each other because we're so alike. But then in the smallest, weirdest little ways, like it gets proven. Because that's like that again. The PDA thing is just such a specific thing, and it's crazy how we're on the same wavelength on that type of thing because I always wanted those type of things for to-do lists, and then she sent me a message and she's like, I like this one. I'm gonna use it for to-do lists. And it's so cute because I've never met anyone that has those little specific wants. Like it's, I want to be organized but not be fucking freaky, like clean, irky, organized, but wanting to use, I don't know how to describe it, like old technology for it, but not also not like, oh, Y2K core, like my iPod. I don't use it because like I fucking love Y2K. I like the aesthetic, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I like it because it contains things that are good. iPods are good not because of how they're like so cool and there's little scroll wheels. And the people are like, let's make my Apple Watch into an iPod and let's put a little scroll wheel and 3D printed. That is not. Sorry, you can hear me tapping my toes. That's disgusting. It's like punk. Like there are people like, oh fuck the government. But then like they're like maybe religious, and that's not punk. Like actual punk. Like bro, I wouldn't know the first thing about it, but I know that that's not actually punk. You want to be punk. That's not actually punk. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like people are like, I fucking love Y2K and I love the early whatever older brother core, and then they'll like 3D print this shit. They're like, I 3D printed a little case to make my watch look like an actual iPod, and it's so cool. And it's like, bro, that's not actually Y2K. You're wasting 3D printing. To me is so lame. That's like, again, like punk. Like that's not punk. That's not Y2K. That's not cool. You're fucking 3D printing shit. That shit's so lame. You're a little lame, bro. I understand I would like a 3D printer for the kind of like technical aspects of it, if that makes sense. Like for this type of thing, you know. I like right now that this is cardboard. That fits the aesthetic of the film really well. But for some reason, like in this film, if I saw it, I feel like, okay, the aliens, they gotta use a technology that's distinct from rat, and they can't also just have cardboard technology like rat. So okay, I would need something 3D printed, something plastic looking, something more finer, more. Um, but some people are like, yeah, I 3D print everything, you know, and then people like, you just waste so much, and you put so much waste into the earth with 3D printing. Like it's one of the most like, honestly, like horrible like things of recent time. Well, okay, that's really dramatic. It's one of the most horrible things of recent times. It is not one of the, but it is like one of the most casual, like, normalized things where it's like, well, yeah, the idea is really cool. And when I was little, I used to be super into it. Like that's fucking 3D printing. I used to watch those videos where it's like 3D printing pen. That's cool. But we're grown up now. Can we not see that it releases things and into the earth, and you're also making a lot of waste, and yeah, you're making a lot of waste, and you don't see that that a lot of the things that are 3D printed are just like always wasteful. Like tell me, like for every thing that's useful that's 3D printed, something that you're gonna use, something that it's not gonna go to waste, something that's not gonna affect the planet. There's hundreds of millions of those fucking little Dwayne Johnson octopus, those like puzzles, the things where you stretch, the fidgets, the keycaps, all of those things are so wasteful. So it's a culture that I don't like. I used to be into it, but and then I fucking grew up, and then you grow up and you're like, wow, it's not that cool. It is not that cool. I'm not gonna say I'm the most eco or eco um like sorry, what's it called? Sorry, eco-minded person, you know, out there, you know. I throw away batteries. I like really, really often throw away recycle that, you know, honestly I shouldn't. Um, I what else? I don't know. Among other things, I'm not gonna make a list. I don't have to do that. I don't have to degrade myself like that right now. But I'm just saying. Obviously, I'm not the fucking voice that everyone should look into for this type of thing. But I will say that I do think that there's just a big 3D printing culture that just like devalues art. It adds a lot of waste to our earth, and yeah, it's embarrassing. Anyways, I'm gonna get off the video now. To focus more on this. It's looking fine right now. I need to make a whole backing for it, which I think will be black, just because more brown and it's just too much, you know. Need to make the little things on the shelves. Need to make the bezel, but it should be finished by tonight, if not tomorrow, and hopefully I don't go to school so I could focus on this and focus on other things for the film and maybe film this first shot just so I could really get a real test of how it's gonna look, of how far it's gonna be animated and everything. I'm just super excited for the movie. Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone. Love you.